guys, it's Lita. I hope you're all amazing, and if you are not, I hope my video puts a smile on your beautiful faces and makes you laugh. Welcome back everybody to Lita's Anime Thoughts, and for anyone that doesn't know, in this segment in my channel I basically give you guys my thoughts on the anime that I'll be talking about, a basic of the story, what I liked about it, what I didn't like about it, and a conclusion. So, you know, friendship can be a really beautiful thing, and then it can be kind of an ugly thing. It can get ugly. But I want to talk about the beautiful side to friendship. And the anime that I will be talking about today is One Week Friends. One Week Friends is a romance comedy / drama. It's 12 episodes long and it's by the studio Brainspace. You may know Brainspace for similar works such as Princess Jellyfish and Dance with Devils. The story of One Week Friends surrounds a girl named Kari Fujimaya who has a very strange condition where every week, every Monday, her memory resets. That's due to something that happened in her past, and where she becomes very reluctant to socialize or want to make friends with anybody, because what happens is every time her memory is reset, she forgets all memories. She forgets the memories of the people that she becomes friends with or that are closest to her, except her family. And one boy that is very persistent in wanting to become friends with Fujimaya is Hase. Hase just wants to be friends with Fujimaya, and every week he puts all his effort into wanting to try and be friends with her and trying to get her to open out of a shell, and that is where the anime leads up to, of Fujimaya beginning to come out of a shell and realize there is nice people out there. One Week Friends was such a endearing watch. That's why I've described this show, very endearing. And I think the show did so well on the themes of friendship. I'm going to say one of the first things I loved about this show was that through the constant 12 episodes, there was different stages of friendship that you kind of go through. One of the episodes was when Hayase meets Fujimaya's mum, and you know, when you experience that yourself, you know, you end up meeting like your friends' mums, and I just love that the show does that. It goes through similar different stages of friendship. So the prime focus of the show was on Hase and Fujimaya, and I just loved watching those two and their friendship just grow. Hase, the main male character, I have to say he's very, very persistent. He was always very persistent with Fujimaya, just wanting to be friends. And nearly every Monday when her memory would reset, he would always say the same thing: can we please be friends again? And oh my god, that just like stabbed me in the heart. My first initial thoughts of Hase was that he was very selfish and very pushy. And I think I've seen similar kind of characters like that in many animes. You know, they've got a big heart, they just want to help out people all the time, and I just thought, you know what, I'm not going to like this guy, I'm not going to like him. But what you have to realize is, as you watch this anime, what I realized was the friendship he was pursuing with Fujimaya wasn't an easy one. It was a complicated one, and I thought that the toll that it would take on him, you know, mentally, you know, how would you feel like if in real life there was somebody like that? Obviously we're talking unrealistic things here. So say if someone's memory reset every week, or even in real life you're dealing with someone that has amnesia, it can take a real mental toll. I just feel that it did take a toll on Hase, you know, who's persisting quite a, you know, complicated friendship with Fujimaya until they actually figured out what is the cause of her, you know, having a memory reset every week, which eventually you do find out. But, you know, I just felt sorry for him. I did, you know, every Monday when it came round, she wouldn't know who he was, and it just made me think, if that happened in real life, then, or you're dealing with someone that's got amnesia in real life, so if somebody forget you, it's a horrible feeling. And there is a moment like that in the series, and it just gut wrenches you. I admire Hase's persistence and pushiness. It just reminds you of, if you've got a friend like that, you know, that's pushy and persistent but always makes an effort, you know. I feel Hasea's character represented that, you know, there's always a friend out there who's going to go the extra mile, who will make that effort when, you know, when friends don't make effort, and you feel like you're always making the effort, which I can talk from personal experience. So that's what I feel Hasea's character represented in the anime. Fujime's character was kind of a little bit cliche for me. I thought obviously she's, you know, the regular, really sweet, caring. I loved watching Fujime grow each episode as she came out of the shell, and like little moments of her experiencing like going out with friends for the first time. Like I got so like excited for her. But then it was awful, like every Monday her memory would reset, you know, she'd just forget those memories, and I just, like, my heart would like sink a little bit. Fujime, I felt, was kind of a bit of an average kind of character. Like, I loved watching her progress as the series like went on, coming out of a shell, and, you know, eventually figure out why her memory resets all the time. Overall, I loved Hasea and Fujime's relationship or friendship. I loved watching them grow, but the kind of disappointing thing, or one of the disappointing things about this show, is when there's this massive, you know, build up there is between them two, and the ending kind of left me feeling a little empty, we'll say. And I feel like that this show would need like a second season, because there was this massive build up, you know, and it just went for me a little bit. But not to say that I still didn't enjoy the show. I loved two of the other characters alongside Fujime and Hasea, which was Shogo and Saki. Shogo is one of Hasea's friends, and Shogo made me laugh quite a bit, and he did. He came off as quite a smart ass, and he didn't really give a crap about, you know, people's problems or feelings, but when it came to dealing with Fujime in certain situations, Hasea would always run to Shogo, and I kind of felt a bit for Shogo. He was kind of like piggy in the middle a little bit. You know, Hasea always didn't know what to do, and, you know, Shogo was there to give him the advice that he felt was appropriate to give. I thought it was a good example of, we all need that, you know, one friend that will listen to us. We need that reassurance when we talk to somebody. We just need that reassurance, and that is what Hasea needed. I feel that's what Shogo's main role was in the anime. You know, he was that reassurance, the person to give him advice. Saki's character, I didn't feel that she brought a whole lot to the series overall. You know, people might dislike a character because she's quite bland. She's very, very much of an airhead. But I feel she did add to the progression of Fujime's progress, you know, realizing that she can make friends. I really did like the friendship she did begin with Fujime. I felt this series did well in terms of creating that atmosphere. It came down to when it was Fujime and Hasea's friendship. You know, there's a couple of times in the show that things take a turn, where the backgrounds go really a very dim grey colour, and the atmosphere instantly changes. It just feels very, very bleak and very full of misery. Atmosphere in the show, with the use of all the colourful and bleak backgrounds, I thought was really good, because I could just feel it. Like, in one of the scenes between Fujime and Hasea, everything just goes bleak instantly, and I could just feel the emotion like pouring out, and I had never really experienced that, or really actually noticed about the use of the backgrounds of when scenes go really dull colours and when they go really bright colours. I had never experienced that from a show, and I'd say One Week Friends was the first time I'd ever experienced that. So you could just feel it. Like, you know, when you watch this show, you can just feel the atmosphere change. And particularly when it comes to Fujime and Hasea's friendship. So that I thought was amazing about the show. And the second thing I thought was really interesting when it came to each and every character in this series, they've all got this little characteristic on their character designs. They've all got these little rosy cheeks. All of them got red blushy cheeks on each character. Now, you know, it kept me pondering about what the studio Brainspace was trying to do with that. You know, each character having these rosy little cheeks, and, you know, I just figured it was a nice, you know, cute little effect. I thought it just brought this really nice warmth. So I really enjoyed One Week Friends. I thought it was a really endearing watch. When I say endearing, I mean in terms of friendship. I do. It shows all the classic things that can happen in real life to do with friendship, you know, when you make a new friend, when you go out with a friend for the first time, when you fall out with a friend. It just shows all those classic situations, and I feel that that's why this show, so many will be able to relate to. They will. Even though the show had a bit of a, you know, sucky ending, I want to say, and I do feel it needs a second season. Would be nice. One Week Friends is definitely worth a watch. And One Week Friends I would recommend to people, particularly if they want something that doesn't really have much romance in and just only mainly focuses on friendship. And I love the way they dealt with the theme of friendship. You may end up thinking while you're watching this series about, you know, yourself. The show makes you think about yourself, and it makes you think about the friendships that you have in your life and who that you're close to. I hope you guys enjoyed me giving my anime thoughts on One Week Friends. If you're interested in watching One Week Friends, you can watch it on Crunchyroll, I believe, and you can watch it on Anime Lab, but Anime Lab's only available in Australia and New Zealand. And you can also buy it anywhere on DVD and Blu-ray. Support the industry. Please let me know in the comments below if you guys have watched this show. Did you enjoy it? Is there things that you didn't like about it? What are the things you did like about it? And also, you guys can always recommend shows to me, particularly romance and drama, because, you know, that's my favourite genre. I'll always take on any anime recommendations. And if there's ever an anime you would like me to give my thoughts on, I would definitely be happy to. For now, guys, don't forget to subscribe for more craziness. And if you want to follow me, keep up with my anime antics, you can follow me on my blog at Ludakid Anime Corner. And you can follow me on Twitter, Kino Reviews, where it's my second life. And also, I will be putting a link in the description down below from now on, a link to the podcast channel that I have that is called Senshi Anigirls. It will be in the description down below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!